Hey, this is Robyn. It's February 8th, 2018, and I wanted to make a video about sight and vision and just a few thoughts. It's pretty cold out today, but I had to come out for a little while, just for a short walk, to be out in nature. In January 23rd, I had a surgery on my left eye. It was called vitrectomy, and to repair a macular hole in my retina of my eye. So I still don't have, clear vision in this eye, and won't for at least a couple more weeks or a few more weeks. But I'm starting to be able to see a little bit out of it. But it's more disorienting to see right now out of this eye than to cover it. So I cover it and just use my good eye. So I just had some thoughts about it. Like, I'm coming out here today into nature, and I walked up my street, and I can see, like, from the shapes of trees and the colors of the sky, and the lighter blue toward the horizon going up to a darker blue. You know, I'm an artist. I see things. I see these things in colors and shapes and forms, and I could name certain paintings through periods of time, like particularly the Italian Renaissance, where these exact colors were used and these shapes of certain trees. And I'm looking at it, and I know, like, an hour or two from now the light will change and it won't look like that painting anymore, but it'll look like something else. And I guess there's so many feelings I have about having lost some of my vision. First of all, I'm extremely grateful and very grateful that I live in a time where I can get my vision restored in my one eye. But one thing I have to say is that I can't imagine what non-sighted people go through, but I can only imagine that it might be richer in other ways with senses that sighted people maybe take for granted. Maybe for non-sighted people it might be even richer in maybe audio or touch or smell. But because it's our nature as human beings to kind of want that connection. Well, we need that connection to our exterior world, the physical world, in some way. That's why we have our senses, so we can navigate. And people who maybe don't have the use of one or more of those senses, it's amazing what they must go through to find ways to navigate the physical world without certain physical senses. So I can only imagine. But I know from my own experience, like, I play music, I've been practicing bass, I'm learning how to play bass guitar, and that's pretty amazing. And a lot of times, once I know where my fingers are meant to be on the fret, and the strings, I'll play with my eyes closed, and sometimes I'll find it almost more easily once I know what I want to play. But I have to say, I appreciate my vision probably more than ever before. And that's something I probably could have predicted, anyone probably could have predicted, is, oh yeah, when you get your sight back, you'll appreciate it more. I didn't think I could appreciate it more because I'm already an artist using colors and loving the visual, but it's a very cold day here too. But I don't feel like taking my hat off. I love the smell of the air and the feeling of the cold air. I love winter. I wish I dealt with it better. I'm highly sensitive to the cold, but I love it. And I love the look of the sky in winter. The stars are always brighter, and I love looking up at Orion, and I love looking for that constellation every winter, because it's not, we're not able to view it here in New York in the summer. I have to say, I really appreciate my sight. I know there's a difference between sight and vision. And as I get back to painting, I am painting now. There are certain things that are more difficult about it because my perception of distance is different. And of course, this side, my left side, can't see on this side. So putting down a brush stroke, I'll see the right side of it, but I won't see the left side. So there are lots of little nuances, like putting something back on a shelf and missing the shelf because of the lack of depth perception. It's really bizarre. you know, and just dropping things because I can't tell how far the shelf is or the table or whatever. I've spilled things. It's really weird, things you just don't realize that you need 2 eyes for. And I'm very grateful that I will be getting my sight back in this eye. But for now, I'm really doing my best to observe how different it is right now and to remember it. So I want to remember every little nuance, but I also want to remember the beauty of this. And first, the biggest beauty, the biggest thing I'm thankful for through this time is the community and the people that I know, the amazing, beautiful, loving, kind people that I know who are there for me and have been there and continue to be there for me through this time and helping me just function, and especially 6 days. For 6 days after the surgery, I had to remain in a face-down position for 50 minutes out of every hour, which meant only 10 minutes I could get up, and that 10 minutes goes by really fast. So having people to help with regular things is, very important. Anyway, it's just amazing to go through this, and it's very uncomfortable, and it's a real learning experience. It's frustrating, but I'm also being shown a lot of amazing, beautiful things, like the people in my life and how loving and kind people can be, and how beautiful the world is because I can see it with one eye. And there's a lot more. I just wanted to make this short video. So thank you to everyone who's been there for me through this time, even people at a distance, in whatever way people were able to help, or prayers, good wishes, spiritual work. It's really incredible how amazing people can be when they come from their hearts. And I'm very grateful. Signing off for now.